Ascendant Lands. Last time we left off, you had managed to come across Alosius and John the Necromancer waiting for you. And after some pleasantries were exchanged between Krusk, Nadia, and Alosius and John, a fight broke out, and a witch, which has left Krusk laying dying on the floor next to John the Necromancer, and Thoradin bellowed out his horn to summon his berserkers as well. Alosius faded into the background, which gives you all the feeling that it's potentially the ethereal realm that he disappeared into. It's not a typical pop, as you would imagine as you've experienced as a teleportation might have been. Where we leave off in combat is Krusk's go, and as such, can you please roll a death saving throw, please, Haiss? If you message me your results, so we can keep it interesting.
You can also, if you want, just send it to the Dungeon Master in the game log on D&D Beyond. Just to let you know.
I already rolled it in Google.
It's fine.
Where is Matt?
For the next one, maybe. If we don't get to
Okay. So it is Nadia.
We can't even see his face to see whether it was a, you know.
It's horrible, horrible. Dislike it muchly.
Stone-faced Haiss. Man, just no change in expression whatsoever.
It's that helmet.
That's it. Oh dear.
I think you're on mute, Louise.
I am indeed on mute. I'm going to charge over.
Nice.
Let's see. I think I'm going to attack the zombie first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good to start off. I've rolled a 17. So that's 26.
That's a hit.
And that is 17 plus 5. You'll get to listen to me doing maths. 22 plus 3 because I'm raging, because I remember that. That's 25 damage and an extra 7 radiant damage and possibly a saving throw.
Ooh, okay. An extra 7 and a potential saving throw, which is rolled, and it does fail. And like many before, poof, into a radiant sparkle.
Fucking amazing. In that case, I have nothing to stop me from walloping John. Which I'm going to do with enthusiasm.
If you want to sit on him like last time, you could take the grapple attack.
Oh, I could grapple him. True, if I just smack him, he might keep casting spells.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna. Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to attack once and then grab him?
Yeah, grapple counts as an attack.
Oh, does it? Okay,
in that case, it's an attack action.
Yeah, it counts.
In that case, yeah, I think I'm gonna grab him.
Okay, roll athletics for me, please.
That's 24.
Okay. He fails, so you successfully grapple him.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him. I'm also, if this is allowed, like not only am I like immobile, I'm trying to stop him spellcast, keep him still.
Keep him still. Did you do anything to cover his mouth?
Yeah, Nadia is absolutely not above sticking her hand in his mouth to shut him up.
Okay. Okay, so focusing on the mouth might give him an extra opportunity to wriggle free on his turn, but it definitely stops him from speaking.
Yeah. She's just gonna get him like round the arms with the one hand and like around the head with the other arm.
Nice. Okay. Ulva, what would you like Ulva to do?
Elva's staying out of it. She's like injured and sad, so she's like hiding down here somewhere. She's only.
You can bring her closer to the group because it's likely Talari's gonna.
Oh yeah,
heal.
Talari said she was gonna heal, so I'll tell you what, I'll bring her around. She's skulking around the edges because she's like really cut up.
Yeah, as long as Solari can see her, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see the other side of this tree.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll put her there. She's hiding in a bush or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thoradin, what would you like to do? You've seen Alosius disappear, fade out into nothingness, effectively, and there only is John left of your assailants. You and your berserkers have done a marvelous job of hacking and slashing away at the Gullens.
Yeah, they go away after an hour, so I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe just a kind of like shield wall around Krusk or something, or
Yeah.
a perimeter to try and find him. But I mean, he's gone, invisible probably, unlikely. So yeah, I'll probably do just a kind of. I'll tell the berserkers just to cover Krusk, kind of leave a circle.
Yeah, a protection circle.
Yeah, John is in the middle, but I'll probably go after him myself, help out.
That yeah, the berserkers won't get all the way there, but they'll on your order to protect. They'll protect Krusk. They'll certainly be moving their way over.
Yeah, I'm probably check my movement. 35 feet. Yeah, I'll dash over. Yeah.
Anything else you wish to do? You're still raging.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I don't think that helps out with anything right now.
Well, you have your Storm Aura.
I could reach him. Yeah.
That do stuff.
Is
Because he's grappled,
because
so he would likely fail.
Because rage stops in certain conditions, doesn't it?
If I haven't been attacked.
You haven't attacked anybody or been attacked in the last round.
Yeah. Would your Storm Aura count as a? I was thinking, would your Storm Aura count as you attacking somebody?
I don't know.
You have to, as long as you've attacked them. I don't know what you define as attack. Do damage too?
I'll allow it as an aggressive move.
Yeah.
You just gonna zap him.
Yeah, so it is a Dex DC, but if he's grappled, then
yeah, he will fail.
Fine. Okay.
Well, as long as your aim's right, he said zap me instead.
It is literally just like blast around me, yeah, within 10 feet.
Oh, am I gonna get hit as well?
No, it's only one creature of my choice, so.
That's
nice.
okay.
Nice.
That's okay then.
It's only 3 lightning damage anyway, so.
3. Yeah.
But
zap.
Get what I can.
Zap.
He's
looking.
Yeah. Basically, just like he's like dragging his feet along the floor to generate some electric, static electricity.
one level off.
He just shuffles.
Yeah.
Now I think that's pretty cool doing lightning damage. I think that's pretty cool doing lightning damage. Is that your equivalent of my +3? Is that your +3?
It's additional to the +3.
Oh, is it an additional thing?
Yeah, because of his subclass.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably get something else instead.
Yeah. Okay. So you shock John the Necromancer. Talari, it is your go.
Right. So how much movement have I got? 30. So get as sort of close. Can. It's about here.
The main person to heal right now is Krusk.
Yeah, I mean, my thing can just target multiple people. Luckily, everything's in my range. So I've had a fair amount of time to think about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Channel Divinity, Preserve Life. So which lets me split 45 HP as I please, up to half their HP. So when I calculated it, I believe I can make Krusk, Nadia, and Turi all gain 15 each.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to cast Healing Word in a 5th level spell. 5th level slot. There. And I can get Ulva in this as well. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4. I could technically get 2 Berserkers as well, because I don't need healing. Thoradin doesn't need healing. So, whichever.
The spectral berserkers?
I don't. I mean,
you can heal. The two of them are hurt, so
yeah, I'll heal those 2. I might as well. It's otherwise it's just going to go to waste. I can't do it to anybody else otherwise, and I don't need it. So that is 22
Each.
Yeah. So that's on top of the 15.
Okay.
Ulva doesn't get the 15, so Ulva just gets the 22.
No, she gets the 22. That's cool.
Yeah.
She
Nice,
needed
man.
that.
That's some mad, excellent healing right there. 12 to 49. It's pretty impressive.
It's a shame I couldn't get Beacon of Hope up, because that would have been a lot more. But it's all good. That's my bonus and my action, so that's...
Should have done Beacon of Hope rather than that Guardian thing that you...
Yeah, thing is, I don't know why, but I thought the Guardian...
it, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought the Guardian moved with me, but it doesn't. It stays in one
You'll
position.
remember for next time.
Yeah,
I'm always doing stupid
yeah,
shit
exactly.
like that.
So never mind, doesn't matter. But yeah, that's me done.
Krusk, you do awake, and you are flat on the ground.
What did do we get to find out whether he passed or failed? Now that he's up.
Doesn't matter. He's awake.
Okay. Okay.
You saved him.
Okay.
Wait till later if you're that curious.
You can ask him obviously later.
Cool.
So Krusk, you are awake. You are conscious, just lay on the ground and feeling a bit better, but a bit hurt at the same time. Turygurtha, it is your go.
Sorry, I had a lot of time to think about this, but I'm not sure what I want to do now.
Do we know roughly how battered he looks?
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Pretty
Pretty bad.
Okay.
About more than half as bad as he was.
Okay. Fair enough.
Quick
Pretty
question.
bloody.
Would we know if someone from the ethereal realm could see us?
Yeah.
I've just had a thought.
Yeah, they can witness you.
Oh, can they see us? Peering
yeah.
through the veil.
Hmm.
They just can't They can see and hear, but they can't interact with you, as far as I remember.
I've just had a thought. Don't we all have little sending stones to call up Ark?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think he'd be more pleased with this news than our last set.
that's true. I'd like to get Alosius first. Very peeved that he's not.
That's true. If Arg turns up, Alosius will probably fuck off as fast as possible in the opposite direction.
Just wondering. Okay, so here's what I'm trying to think of doing. I want to scare Alosius into like
Back up again.
losing concentration on his spell with my Hour of Reaping ability. Obviously, that's not what it specifically does, but it does frighten them. Is it?
You target someone who's on a different plane?
No,
Well, that's my question.
Yeah, no.
No, it's completely.
Well, there's a few things to that. The first is that you assume the etherealness is concentration.
Oh, okay. Good point.
And then if it's not, then that's still that wouldn't work anyway.
Okay, that's fair. Cool. What do I have?
Plus, they're phased out, so you can't interact with them either. So
yeah.
And actually, do I even know that they're ethereal? Do I assume they're invisible?
You felt them fade away. It's a very different feeling to a pop of a teleport or like a boom of an invisibility.
Okay, I'd probably just step round and probably check on Krusk
Mhm.
and make sure he gets up and everything. I know he's been healed, but I'd probably like help him up then if I can, so it doesn't have to waste his movement doing that.
Yeah, you can have that.
Krusk's alive, yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Good,
Good
just
luck.
checking.
Cast for your arm. Thank you. Sorry to be such trouble.
Don't worry, Krusk. We're in this together. It's fine. You don't by any
You
chance have a
miserable
way to
bastard.
find
Didn't
that
you learn
bastard,
from
do you?
last time?
You don't by any chance have a way to find the bastard who's currently disappeared?
No, I don't. But to be honest, if he's gonna stick to what he said, he's probably gonna come after me. So you could just hang around here.
I will patiently
We
guard
maybe not
Krusk.
all. Can we maybe all not all bunch up in one spot when we're fighting two fucking mages?
Probably wise.
I mean, I've kind of got my hands full here, but you guys can move.
Then, taking Nadia's advice, because she's probably right, I will continue my movement over to here and just watch Krusk like a hawk, waiting for any interaction with him whatsoever.
You want to aid in the arrest of John at all? Or are you happy just to?
Oh, Nadia's got this.
Hopefully not misplaced confidence in my abilities at grabbing
Would
necromancers.
would
It
she
worked last time!
Exactly.
would
It
she
worked last
would
time.
Turi not like get a bow out or something to pick him off if he ever turns up?
I've already used my action to help
Fair enough.
Krusk up, so
Fair enough.
I would have said
Okay.
no.
Cool.
She runs faster anyway.
That's true.
Okay. So you're watching Krusk, leaving John to Nadia. Okay. Here's John's go. He will
How much
try
is
and
he struggling?
he will try and escape. So can you please roll another athletics check? Yeah.
Athletics?
you-
That is 21.
He still fails. He's still stuck.
What's he
Okay.
doing? Just like kicking his legs and shit.
Yeah, he's trying he's trying to make himself like dead weight. So he's trying to like lose all limpness, trying to catch you off guard, trying to slip out. But no, like you're able to like you hook your arm under his armpit enough, so he's just
I
and then
can
get
hold him up.
Yeah, exactly. You're well strong enough to just be able to you try to dead weight into like man, Ulva weighs more than you.
Yeah. She'll just like hold him like a bit tighter and be like, "That's not gonna work.
Yeah,
Fucking give it up,
yeah,
you stupid
yeah,
bastard."
exactly. If anything, and just tighten your grip on him. Krusk, it is your go.
Okay. So
Uh,
we basically got.
Actually, to
Oh,
be fair, in this point in time, the combat is essentially over. So we'll end combat there.
okay, interesting.
Congratulations.
Aliosis pops out from behind a bush or something and
Maybe he's licked it by the sounds of it.
Probably then.
has.
Congratulations, you have defeated your enemies so far.
Hooray!
As far as you can tell.
Oh, annoyed. We have no way to peer into like the
None of us
ethereal.
are
Nearly level
spectre.
10.
None of us are that kind of spellcaster.
Yeah.
This is the other reason I was thinking if we got Arg down here, we might be able to spot the guy.
The closest, yeah, my worry was if he is still there and planning to attack Krusk, like Arg is an immediate threat of like I ain't staying for that.
This is very true.
Should we
Could call
question
Krusk now.
John then?
See if we can track him. Yeah, question John. Sure, he's gonna be like kicking the stump, something.
So, John, why are you following Alosius? What did he promise you?
Enough.
enough to leave you here.
We both had our deals.
Hmm. Does he seem nervous at all, or is he like pretty calm?
He's when Turygurtha last attacked him, he was very confident that if she killed him, that he would come back. Like what you kill can't die. I think it's a phrase I use, something like that. So he's fairly chill, calm. He was very annoyed and like highly strung when like you were talking to him before the fight began.
Yep.
But at the moment, he's fairly calm.
Do we have anything to like better question him? I don't have anything.
I mean, we've got zone. Oh, I don't know zone.
He could just not talk, right? If
Yeah.
even if we cast it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We'd maybe get the first question out if we could cast it on him secretly, but after that he'd know. And to be honest, he's a spellcaster, so we'd probably know anyway.
He'd notice, I reckon.
I mean, again, I've got spells, but then I don't have them prepared, which is a bit of pain.
John, you seem confident, but if nobody kills you and we just keep you immobilized, is that any better? Maybe you should work with us a little.
It's my first time being in a situation.
Be right back.
It's not my first time.
Well, you must not enjoy the experience. Maybe we can work with each other. Otherwise, you might be a prisoner for a long time. Do you really want to waste years?
I've got years.
I can't think of a way to get this guy to talk.
Literally, like, how do you threaten a guy who'll just resurrect himself?
I
Yeah,
have
I
a
don't
few
think-
ideas.
I mean, actually, that being said, you've got your thing, haven't you? That can literally make people afraid of you.
Who, me?
No, Turi.
No, me.
Oh,
Excuse me for a moment. Hi, John.
Hello again.
Back. What did I
violence
miss?
isn't the answer, Terry, remember?
Violence is the question. The answer is yes.
In this case, I'm
Absolutely
tempted
an
to
icy
agree.
remark.
So, Turi's gonna like squat down, get real close to John's face, and Hour of Reaping, full dark Galadriel, boom on the face, staring at him.
He'll stare at you back in the eye and be like, "You think this is the first horrors that I've seen? I'm a necromancer. I've seen worse than whatever visage you could throw upon me."
It was worth a try.
Well, we can start
Tom.
taking body parts, you know. That's always a good tactic.
Yeah,
This is true.
he's he's only immune from death, not pain.
We
not
can
sure how I feel
inflict a lot
about.
of pain.
Not sure how I
Actually
feel about
get
this.
us, okay?
How
Yeah.
about
I think this is bad for the JC. It's bad for the collective spirit.
how
We start
about instead we call Arg, have Arg take him in again, and maybe this time
With a
make
few
sure
more safeguards this
with
time,
a few more safeguards, and maybe we talk to Arg about how we can find Alosius. That sounds like a good plan to me.
A much
the
better
other
plan.
The other thing I'd like to say is most of the time when you torture someone, they just tend to tell you what you want to hear, which in some cases is great, but other cases not so much.
How about it, John? You happy for us to call Arg? He might throw you away for a long time.
We don't
Maybe
need
even
his
undo
permission.
your immortality.
Yeah, I mean, it's happening whether he likes it or not.
No, I just want to see what he says. If he's worried about this at all.
Been done before.
It's been done before.
Although I'm surprised you're not curious.
Oh.
Curious about
How we
Such-
found you.
I say such
Well,
bait.
I
man.
just assumed you weren't going to tell us. But
Are
I mean,
you
if
gonna
you're
tell
happy to
us?
talk-
Crack on, mate!
if you want your evil monologue, now is the time.
Now's definitely the time.
You were scrying on us, weren't you?
Let me go and I'll tell you.
That seems completely beyond the point. That's not going to happen.
We know that you were scrying us. We knew that someone was scrying.
That does make it him.
It's most likely him. How many other evil wizards are after us?
That we know of.
I don't know. There's probably quite a few.
Can we not discuss our dirty laundry in front of the necromancer?
There's
Focus.
probably quite a few. These guys are just, some more bullshit. Which, frankly, I personally am quite sick of you and your bullshit. So if we can palm him off onto Arg, that'd be great. Because I've got several holes in me, courtesy of the bloody undead, that really fucking starting to hurt.
I just don't get John. I get Alosius. I didn't get you, John. You're the whole world out there. You really want to waste it coming after us? What did he promise you? Go on. Must have been something good.
Well, let me go and I'll tell you.
Again,
My ultimate quarrel is not with you. I admit that now. My skills are weaker than yours. My power is ultimately at fault to you for whatever reason, and I will promise to leave you alone.
I don't suppose
you
you
let me
would,
go.
considering you seem so willing. I don't suppose you'd oppose a zone of truth.
Mm.
After all, if you are
Which
so
implies
forthcoming,
we're actually, which implies we're actually going to follow through and let him go. Somebody who doesn't want to come after me, fine. Is he going to stick at doing nasty things to a whole bunch of other people? That I don't so much trust.
We can question him in Zone of Truth. If he refuses to answer, then he's obviously it's basically as good as a no. If we ask him like, "Are you planning to hurt people?" and he doesn't respond. Actually, yeah. Either he responds or he doesn't respond, and not responding is a no. So just ask him yes or no questions. Yeah.
even no response is a negative.
Just because you ask a yes or no question doesn't mean someone answers with a yes or no.
No, but as in if he doesn't answer, it just means
we went through this. We went through the
evil answer.
We went through
with this before with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say we did this with Krusk 2.0. So
hey, that wasn't me. Well,
yes,
it's
It's
complicated.
really fucking annoying, is what it was.
Okay, look, we use the zone of truth. We discuss what we wouldn't discuss, but I'm pretty sure we're all going to call Arg because the chances of this guy giving us any answers is pretty minimal.
You want the zone of truth or not?
Are you going to let me go?
I mean, probably
I think
not.
the zone of truth would have to happen first, because why wouldn't you just run from us?
Well, I need some assurances that if I tell you, then you'll let me go.
But we need some assurances that you're going to tell us if we let you go.
Well, with the zone of truth, I'm bound to tell you. I can't lie.
You could
Tell
not
us
answer.
anyway.
Then where would that get me? If I cannot tell a lie and there's
To be
no
fair,
point
if he
me
tries to
answering.
run, we can run him down.
Unless he's also got an ethereal plane spell.
Unless he can also shimmy himself sideways. To be fair, I'm getting quite sick of this. Are we going to talk to him or are we going to call Arg?
I vote call Arg.
Yeah, probably easier, really, isn't it?
Right,
Yeah.
thank you. Somebody do that.
Who has the stones? I don't think I've got a stone.
Each of you have a stone.
Each
Oh,
of
do
us
we?
have a stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, Arg.
Who
Hmm.
We have
Homie.
John here, and we've tied him up. Alosius got away. Maybe you can help. Come find us. Bye. I don't know how these
Does he
things
know where
work.
we are? Does Arg actually know? It just transmits what you're saying. Does he know where we are? Do you reckon he can find us?
I assume so. He's a wizard, right? That's.
Well, that doesn't make him fucking omnipotent, Turi.
What? You got magic? People were scrying on us before. Surely he can scry on John. He's met him.
He's met me. You can scry me.
We're
All of us,
all
for
wearing.
fuck's sake.
We're all wearing necklaces to stop people scrying on us.
I'm not sure if
Just-
mine actually works. Actually, John, if you could tell me that'd be really great. If you've tried to scry me.
Okay. The point
Yeah.
is, John isn't. John can be scryed on. Then
So
he
can
knows
I.
where we are.
You get a response from Arg. Okay. Where are you?
How many times can I use the sending stone?
Once.
But we've all
Once.
got one. Matt,
Yeah.
Lucy, where are we? I've forgotten where we are.
So
On the-
you're in
on the
between
road.
Turygurtha Village and you're about 2 days ride from Huguk Village, another 3 days from Mystra City. So you're in that like
Are there
middle
any
span.
major landmarks
The sea.
nearby that I could give a rough area of where we are, like in the valley or on top of the hill or
That's a good question.
because going we're about 2 days ride out from Hugek village is
Yeah.
all right, but saying like we're in the valley like
Let's have a
Near
look
the big
here.
lake, big
yeah,
pond.
well we're near the big lake or whatever
Yeah, let's get the
would
details.
be a hell of a lot more useful, I feel, for ARG. Where
Yeah.
are we?
You're so yeah, you're around. You're on the far right in Scrotum. There's not any major landmarks, I'd say. You're probably near the bridge, spanning the sea. Crosses over to Mystra City. Sorry, man, my geography's terrible.
In your made-up world.
I know, it's terrible.
If you don't know where
my-
you're going, then we are screwed.
Yeah, if
my
the GM
geography's
doesn't know
terrible.
where we are, then what hope have we got of giving you some
I was
direction?
trying to think of names. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
you.
if there's like a bridge or I don't know, like a standing stone or anything that will point him like roughly where we are.
Yeah.
There's nothing major, but like by saying Cricket Village or Mystra City, he'll be able to locate you from there because
Yeah, fair enough.
locate person or something will get him in the right direction.
In that case, Nadia will say to him, "We're 2 days ride south from Frigate village along the road."
Wonderful. I'll make camp somewhere and I'll either be there in the morning or in the evening. We'll see.
All right, let's see if we can get ambushed by a necromancer tonight.
I mean, that's the thing. We're gonna have to set up camp here, specifically.
Well, we're not necessarily. We can set up camp somewhere near here.
Yeah, relatively, because obviously we've told him we're.
Yeah, we can't move very far. But we don't have to sit down right where we are.
No. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll probably make some way away from here. But
That's fair. So we'll say about an hour or two south to distance yourself from by horseback an hour or two south by horseback, just to distance yourself from too many people. Distance yourself from the fighting and all the other undead that were nearby. So just clearing up my mess.
we don't ever. We have. To, we probably still have to like burn or decapitate them, don't we?
The
Oh,
undead.
you
Zombies.
you turned a lot of them to dust, didn't you? So I don't think it matters too
Yeah, I
much.
did turn a lot of them to dust.
I don't know what we have to do with skeletons specifically, but if anything.
Only speaking, once you defeat an undead, it's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
unless it's been risen, unless it takes the necromancer to re-rise them.
Yeah,
Okay.
they won't get up as sort of unsummoned undead.
Yeah. Okay. And the John figure here. So yep. So an hour along your journey, the berserkers who were just jogging along the side with you guys disappear into the ether. chanting Thoradin's name. Thoradin.
Little
10 times.
cheerleading squad.
Abominable fan
They
club,
did well.
yeah.
Another 7 days. Gotta wait to see my
7
boys
days.
again.
Yeah.
Sure, nothing bad will happen between now and then.
Is it a
Never.
hard? Is it a hard 7 or do you have to roll for it? Or is it
Hard 7.
a hard 7? Fair enough. And
Pretty useful though.
it is really good. Obviously, that's a
Yeah.
massive cooldown, but yeah, it makes sense.
They're like slammed through that.
Yeah, they're tanky and they hit hard.
I mean, they were really useful in that fight. I mean, they literally got rid of a whole horde. You know.
Mm.
They were really, really useful in that fight.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Our own little army. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you set up camp. Can everyone please roll a survival check for me, please?
24? 24.
All those 20s I rolled last session have caught up with me.
No.
I rolled a 1.
Oh.
So that's an 8 in total.
7 for me.
18.
And
Then
Thoradin?
again, I am pretty beaten up.
Got 9.
Okay.
Marginally better than me.
So, overall, it's not the best camp you've ever set up, but you think it'll do the job. Considering how beaten, how tired you are, you've still got your like noise traps. You've still got your other like precautions you make. It's just not as tidy or as like if someone to sneak along, they're more likely to see them, say. But considering how far you're out, there's not likely to be anybody coming from Rugut Village this direction, and you haven't really seen anybody coming from Mystra City, so you're in a relatively safe place.
I
As
think
safe as you could feel you are.
I'm going to use one of my healing kits on Nadia. Let's get some healing up, I think. Just to patch him up, just in case something goes awry.
Sure.
Which is Mighty 5. Rolled a 1.
Better than nothing. Yeah, Nadia's like after the fights. Nadia's definitely like limping, favouring one side. She's pretty sliced up.
Yep.
Variety of directions.
Krusk, how's Krusk? Because I haven't. Oh, do the
I'm pretty
same.
healthy now.
Are you completely back to health, full health?
Not fully, but I'm pretty healthy.
Well, she'll do it anyway. She just wants to make sure everyone's
Okay.
okay. We don't know, we don't know what this guy's gonna do. So just in case we don't
Mhm.
get a full rest, that is 9 for you.
Cool. Thanks.
Done Turi.
Nadia's
I've done,
definitely gonna
yeah.
check Ulva over as well because she got hit pretty hard.
Yeah. Ulva's been bandaged by me already, so I can't do anything. But
yeah, Ulva's not doing too bad overall.
Yeah, could be worse, but still.
Yeah, I've got her at 36.
Yeah, I think that's about right. She's nearly back up, so she doesn't have much HP, but nevertheless, she's getting to taken care of and praised for doing well.
Yeah, you wash off the blood and
yeah, wounds cleaned, that kind of bullshit.
definitely, yeah. That's absolutely fine. Okay. So, during the night, there's noise. There is a lot of like wildlife around you that is like trying to like making itself known, and you take comfort from the sound of wildlife. From your experiences of your you've been on the road for a while now, and your experiences are that if the wildlife stops for whatever reason, something's coming or something that's not normal is likely to happen. And so you all take a nice a relative piece of comfort from that. And about 7 hours into your long rest, a half-orc pops into your campsite.
We're not long rested yet, are we?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
You pops into your campsite,
Ah, sorry.
and whoever's awake, you'll see him pop up, and he'll just note at John's there. John will just give an eye roll nod to Arg knowingly, and he'll sit down at the fireplace with whoever's awake.
I don't remember who. I can never. I should really write it down, like what our typical thing is. I can't remember between Talari and Turi who goes first and who goes second.
I think Turi takes the darkest part of the night.
Yeah.
She's got the dark vision.
So that's the first, I guess. The first half. Yeah.
First part.
Yes.
Because you'll get
Yes.
when the sun's rising.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess she'd be with Talari. Because I don't think we'd be doing a double scout. I think we'd probably just do the one.
Cool. So you'll sit down and be like, so how'd it go?
Hey, Arg.
You're asleep.
Just in his sleep, just saying it in his sleep.
Yeah. Feels the presence. Mid snore.
Sorry, whose watch does he come in again?
My Talari's.
Claris, okay.
Yeah,
So I'm asleep.
He comes
Move
7
over to
hours,
the tent.
7 hours in, doesn't he? So
Let me
7
move
hours.
over to the tent. I'll be in.
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, there was two of them. It was this one and the Alosius fellow.
The broken jaw guy.
Yes, that's the one. Yes, the one from the bandit camp. He disappeared, my guess, into the ethereal realm, based on what the others were saying, because it was a sort of a slow fade rather than, you know, a teleport or an invisibility spell. So he's most likely in the ethereal plane. Who knows where? I have no means to travel there. And obviously we apprehended this one, our favourite necromancer.
Did you discuss your plans out loud?
No. I assume you mean the overall plans.
Then get me here.
Oh, I mean he was there when we used the sending stones. Yes.
So it's likely that Alosius heard you from the ethereal plane. At least we have to assume that. At least.
It's okay.
So,
take the worst case scenario. Yes.
if that's the case, he is likely long gone.
Agreed. Yes. But there was no way for us to. Probably a good thing, because if he wasn't nearby, we were forever in danger of an ambush. At least if he is run away, kind of, and tomorrow's problem, as it were. But yes, we have no need for John. We figured that you'd probably want to take him in again. But probably step up the old security.
Yes. Well, don't think any of us predicted that he had the skills to make a clone. That's for sure. He certainly was hiding that ability. But we shan't be taking those risks anymore.
I want to check any visitors in case it was the other one that got him out, the Alosius. They were working together. It could be that they helped in some manner. But yes,
Potentially, it's a stretch, but you can never rule it out, I guess. We'll wait for everyone else to wake up, and then we'll get to deciding what we do with them.
we don't have any the anti. If you ever have any of those anti-magic handcuffs, they might want to probably be the next time you're in inevitably come to our aid. Could probably do with a pair or two. We seem to be attracting a lot of magical attention. And, for the grand plan, it probably would be a generally useful thing to have.
Perhaps, but we only like to let those go on a short-term basis. And lending them out long-term is a bit of a risk, if you understand.
I mean, you know where we live, I suppose. We're not exactly, well, apparently we're easy to find. And with Krusk the way he is, you'll probably find out where the Justice Collective is in any one given time.
Yes, well, here's how I located you. I got to Turygurtha village and then just a quick locate person and got me in this direction.
Very, very clever. Yes, we do tend to leave a trail of damage in our wake, as it were.
That's for sure. To tell you what, when you get to Mystra City, let me know. And if you resolve what your mission from us, we'll talk about magic handcuffs.
I mean, the main reason I brought this up because I had a feeling we'd probably need them in Mystra City. I mean, if we're going to a place to the, goddess of magic, if anywhere we're going to need anti-magic handcuffs, it would be there.
I'm going to caution you here, Talari. Taking that line of thought to a wizard is a dangerous line. And just because I know you, I'm allowing you this once. I would warn you against talking about such things to friendly wizards and taking away one's magic.
We just don't want to jeopardize. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that our end goal is Mystra City, it'd be different. The fact that we're likely to encounter potentially hostiles in a place that just happens to be full of mages. If we were just passing through, that'd be a very different situation.
Mystra is a neutral goddess. I will not have any more talk of this. You should not be threatened while in her city.
Very well.
And I'll give you a hard leveling get glare at you.
Yeah. Fair enough. Very well. Let's just hope that you're right. I've never liked our odds personally. Fine.
So yeah, so the next hour or so for the rest of you to complete your long rests. It's a bit awkward for you, Talari, because Krusk's not really into entertaining more talk about Mystra City.
Yeah.
Magic. So it's a bit awkward for the next hour, but every now and again you'll do a prestidigitation or like dancing lights or something just to make the time seem go by faster. And so yeah, so you'll successfully complete your long rests and awake to Arg sat around the campfire with Talari.
Hey, Ark. Thought I heard
Good
you earlier.
morning.
How's it going?
Possible.
Oh. I take it Talari's filled you in?
To an extent, yes. I guess it's a well done on capturing John, but it's a shame Alosius got away.
Sorry, didn't think to grab that one.
It's all right, I understand.
Wasn't expecting him to vanish.
You do. It's a
I'll
rare one.
probably see him again. If so, I will endeavour to grab him before he can vanish.
Very much a reactionary exercise dealing with magic users.
Is there any way
I
to
didn't ask what it is.
more permanently deal with them, Arg? They seem quite insistent on coming after us.
You're the one who pissed off the other guy,
We're
Krusk.
Hey,
also
I was
quite
just
No
happy
idea
to die.
what
Bit
And,
you said to him, but he really hates you. Apparently, Alosius has made a promise to kill the Krusk first.
yeah, is there like
Give
a
him
wizard
that
police
advice of him.
I can like complain to or something about this?
What?
You got yourself into this trouble.
But-
I'm
but
sure you
Arg,
can get yourself out of it.
But he's a criminal, Arg.
How do we kill a wizard?
You cut their fucking head off.
No, okay, no, seriously though. John
Need to
is
know.
pretty happy dying.
It's true. He just pops up again, doesn't he?
So
More or
my
less.
question is, why is that? Is there somewhere we have to destroy? Does he have a little crystal somewhere with his soul inside? What do we do? Huh?
Isn't that
He-
liches?
I don't know.
What is it, John? Is it clone? Is it a phylactery? What is it? And John will just. Yeah.
Go on,
Um,
Arg. You can get it out of him.
I'm gonna guess it's clone. And he likely has a jar of his material somewhere that's growing.
Oh, yeah.
And after a certain amount of days, it matures and ready for him to die, and his soul gets planted in a new place.
Is there any way to find this clone?
Difficult. We'll have to question him on one of his favorite places, some of his favorite hiding spots. We've searched Kellenvor's Island and not turned up much, but we can certainly give a more thorough examination. It's likely that was his first one, and his second one we're maturing now still. So we'll see. We could kill him now, and if he turns up again, we'll turn up, shall we? No.
I'd rather not get ambushed a third time.
If you really
You
want
would.
to deal with him, anti-magic, something or another, will likely do the trick, or binding their hands and gagging their mouth, likely does the rest of the trick. Immobilizing rather than killing is your best bet. And if they can't speak, then that's majority of a wizard's options out of the window, at
We
least.
just keep him with us and just keep him immobilized. all
Go
the
turn him
time.
into a potato.
Pushing a prisoner around for any longer than I absolutely fucking have to.
Last time we put him in jail, he just escaped and came
Well,
after us.
Oh,
anyway.
right.
assumedly-
Because hauling him around in the back of the car is so much more fucking secure.
We
You got any
don't,
better ideas?
we don't really want to bring him into a village or a city or a town. That's just asking for trouble. If he can do that much in a prison, I'd hate to think what he can do outside of a prison.
What about Aloysius Arg? Do you know how he's popping back up? He also
Turning
seems
back
pretty
into a
confident.
He
potato.
never
That
died in the
is
first place.
Yeah.
fascinating.
But he implied that even if we were to kill him, he would just come back. Do you know Arg how he's doing it? Is it another clone or?
I must admit, I've never until I met him first in Moradin City. I've never laid eyes upon Alosius. If he's someone, he's not a wizard.
That is even more curious.
I
But
mean,
Thoradin,
that just could
your
mean he's-
idea is curious.
The potato
Turning
idea.
him into potato.
I meant ripping off his limbs, but if you
The-
could polymorph him, yeah.
We might be able to true polymorph him into a potato.
Wow.
Yeah, because you can turn him
That'd
into
be
an inanimate object. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will he have like sensation or like consciousness or
As
As a
long as we
potato,
don't
or-
harm the potato, is he
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, just
Well,
That's
as long
horrible.
she's kind of cool, Arg.
Put him in a
That's
jar.
horrible.
I mean, he has done some pretty horrendous crimes, this
Does,
John.
does anyone
Someone
deserve to be turned into a potato? though?
Someone might eat him though. That's the thing.
Well,
Turn him into something edible.
we'll still have all the same precautions of having him in a cell.
a creature into
Um,
There we go.
but
We should keep
Turn
him.
him into a potato and lock up the potato.
Has anyone here
Right.
got a bag of holding?
If
We
I
just
get
put him in
hungry,
there.
I'll
That
probably eat him.
kills him.
No, as a
That
potato.
would.
Once he's
Oh,
a
as a
potato.
potato, it wouldn't kill him.
that
Potatoes
that
don't
would.
breathe.
It still would kill him as a potato.
Yeah, because like you still need to water and treat them as a plant would. I suppose if you weren't doing potato, you do an actual object like a tankard.
Problem is, true polymorphs
something.
only lasts an hour and they revert straight after. So you literally.
I thought it lasted forever. If you
No,
true
not
polymorph.
No,
not true polymorph.
if true polymorph, if it
Oh,
lasts
oh,
for
so
an
yeah,
hour,
if you
it's
can't.
permanent.
Oh, yeah, so I missed that bit. Yeah.
So basically, what we're saying is the best way to deal with this necromancer is to turn them into a potato.
Well, because it doesn't seem to be able
Of
to.
D&D.
He doesn't seem to be able to like choose to leave. He has to be killed.
This is true.
And the way that the spell, because I'm assuming he's telling us about the spell, it says that they have no memory of the time spent in that form, which in my mind means they're basically in
Not conscious,
suspended
okay.
animation, basically, as far as their brain is concerned. So
Yeah.
he won't be able to basically do anything about it, even if, he's not going to be able to cast himself out of it. He's not going to be able to contact anybody.
You can make
Literally,
them into an actual object like a tankard.
yeah. That's
How
you could
small
throw him in the
can
bag of holding.
the object be? And can it be liquids or gases?
So it says here that it's as long as it's not bigger.
Necromancer.
As long as it's not bigger than the creature's size.
Okay, so anything smaller goes. Okay.
Yeah, and it transforms along with everything wearing and carrying. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, it would be really good poetic justice to just turn him into, like, the amulet that we're carrying.
No,
No, just turn
do
him
not turn him into a replica of the amulet. We'll get confused which one is which.
No, you should just turn him into a skull. Or something,
If we turn him into like a diamond and then use the diamond to cast a spell, so it vanishes, will he just
You'd come back.
vanish? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He'd die. That would class as death.
Yeah.
Just erase someone like that.
Yeah.
We'd have to turn it into something that couldn't be destroyed very easily.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of little like drop of water, something weird.
Yeah, well, like a stool or something like a wooden barrel. Anything like that would do the trick in theory.
So
And
you
then-
can turn him into a barrel and then you're going to lock him in prison.
Yeah, like that can work.
It's only an hour. Yes, survive that, right?
Yeah, which is easy enough to do.
Yeah.
Well, we can even do it now, right?
Crack
Just
on
turn him
with
into
it then, I
something.
guess.
Oh, I don't have those skills.
Oh,
You'll have to haul him back to the
Yeah,
city and
whoever's
turn him
was
into
it?
a barrel there.
Was it transmutation? Isn't it? So you'd need to talk to
must be
Lund.
someone in Mystra who can do it. Sure.
It'll be Lund, wouldn't it? Because he's the
Is he the god of transmutation?
No. He's the guy from
He's the
thing.
head of that-
Oh, he's the
Zeus.
guy. Okay.
Yeah. But he don't. Was it a conjuration or transmutation? I don't know.
Transmutation. No,
Transmutation. That makes
Transmutation.
sense. So yeah, you'd have to do it. But yeah, I think that's honestly like the best. That's like the
If it
best.
works on
It's
John,
legit
then we can
great.
turn Aloysius into something as well.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
just
if
two
we
barrels
can
in
capture him,
To
yeah.
grab him first.
Yeah, I mean, bear in mind this is a level 9 spell. That's why you can't just
Wow, it's a level 9.
you can't
Level
just do it willy nilly.
Um,
Like
True
that's
polymorph.
Once it lasts an hour, it lasts forever. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
And
You can change a creature, an object, into a creature.
yeah. That's why like polymorph is only a
Yeah.
creature to another creature, not creature to inanimate object.
So if you're able to find or capture Alosius,
We'll
give me
you
a
shout.
call.
When we tell him, like, because he's obviously listening to this, because he's seeing us scheme this, does he start? Like, do we see any visible sign of worry or concern?
What, John?
Yeah, from John, that he's basically going to be turned into a potato, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Yes, he's very much like concerned, and you do see fear upon his eyes. Certainly, with the
has no
thought,
sympathy. This is
thought,
the
the
bullshit.
existential threat of being turned into a potato is
This is the bullshit he has gotten himself into.
certainly.
It's actually Thoradin's nightmare. That's why he said it.
That's it's a really good idea. So, yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
This
Yeah.
is genius for imprisonment.
yeah.
Genius.
I will say that is worth a point of inspiration.
Really?
I didn't
That
even
is-
mean it in that way.
That
I
is
meant
deep.
like just ripping off his limbs, which is hilarious.
Oh.
Nevertheless, you have
That's good.
inspired the rest of us.
Yeah,
that
no.
is genius.
Genius.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Definitely genius.
Just thinking, could we use the imprisonment spell as well? Like
Because
theoretically.
doesn't that just take you to a demiplane? So if he had a way, and you're not bound in any way, so if he had a way to get out of the demiplane,
No, you are, because like the target isn't too
Is
much
this
far
the
beneath
other
the
ninth
Earth,
level
and the
thing?
sphere of
Yeah.
magical force is just large enough to contain the target.
I think
nothing
you're
fast
basically
moves.
fucked. Yeah, you just get entombed somewhere, don't
Is
you?
it?
If
Is
you
that
get that card.
It depends. You can make the target fall asleep. It can't be awoken.
oh my god, burial,
Beauty.
savage.
Yeah, burial, chaining.
That is more intense in terms of resources.
Yeah.
True polymorph doesn't require as much.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
maintenance.
just a 9th level spell slot and some materials.
It could get expensive as well. 500 gold per hit die of the target. Yeah, better
That-
just to polymorph him into
Yeah.
something.
I think polymorph in this scenario is more justified.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, I guess technically with polymorph, once he served his sentence, they could tell him back.
Yeah.
Whereas if they imprison him, I don't
True.
think they can get him back by the looks of this.
But you can
Oh,
do,
they can.
you can
they
dispel
can.
it.
It's-
You can dispel it.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to find like a 9th level person. Whereas
can-
if he's like a
you-
barrel, they just whack it and he
You
comes back.
don't, because you can specify a condition. So you could say a
Ah.
certain amount of time.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
I'll remember that for another campaign.
Okay.
I knew that off by heart without even reading the spell for reasons.
Oh no.
So yeah. But in this scenario, a true polymorph would fit the bill the best. But yeah, there's certainly imprisonment could also work.
If I was
Yes.
John, I'd be sweating right now.
You do see fear upon his eyes.
Yeah.
You brought this upon yourself, John.
Don't come after the JC. Get out of Zayo.
Yeah.
Punishment.
Arg will stand up. Is there anything else you wish of my services, or I will
No,
take John
thought
back
you'd be
and
glad to have him back.
yes, there's certainly a weight off our shoulders. Thank you.
We would probably be interested in finding out what you do end up turning him into. Just out of curiosity.
Curiosity.
But I know.
Well,
I mean, I know
I'll send you
Thoradin said.
Horrible idea.
I know Thoradin suggested a potato, but obviously, in case you do end up changing your mind, you don't want someone accidentally.
I'll use the sending stone to let you know.
That's much
Oh, could you have a look at this amulet? I was sold. I'm not sure if it does what they told me it does.
Roll his eyes. Like, fine, hand it over.
That sounds over.
This is way beyond my means as Archmage.
He's
pushing your luck, aren't you, Krusk?
yeah, because Arg's the evocation one, isn't he? So
Yeah.
Just thought, he might be able to sense magic
Yeah,
sense.
Magic
sense.
Pushing your luck.
So you'll spend 11 minutes studying the amulet, and you'll have a pearl out in his hand and rub it over the over it.
Mhm.
And after 11 minutes, you'll go. You got this in one of the shit shops, didn't you?
Yes.
You got this in a naughty shop, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. So did did Thoradin get the same one as me, or was it just me in the end, wasn't it?
Just you.
yeah.
I told him not to do
Yeah,
it.
it was just me.
Told him it was stupid for
Does
him.
it-
Should
does
have
it
just
do it-
paid the price.
Does it do anything?
This is technically a scrying amulet, but only protects the amulet itself from scrying.
Nice one!
Do you want to keep it, Arg?
Do you reckon that's a fuck up? Or do you reckon someone did that deliberately?
No, they did it
Feel
deliberately.
like it's
I
a
think.
fuck up.
It's hard to tell. It's most likely a.
It sounds like a
fuck up.
Yeah, it sounds like a mishap, doesn't it?
Yeah, like someone was trying to make a regular one and it just doesn't
Got
work.
distracted and suddenly was like, shit, wrong rune.
Yeah.
For it to end.
I put it in the wrong
shop,
direction. I
it's
put it in the wrong
unlikely,
direction. I made it go inwards rather than outwards. Yeah. Yeah. Easily done. Easily done.
I mean,
Nicely done, Krusk.
you call it a shit shop, Arg, but have you seen this? And I'm gonna billow. It's also
Oh,
came from the same shop.
my
You know what? For a
God.
second there, I thought you were going to bring the key out. But
But-
look at this. It's a key.
He will only be revealed at the end of the campaign.
That's
It'll
it.
save all of us when I
That's
use
it.
it.
That's it.
Krusk will stand and say, if you need the oddity shot for cheap tricks like that, then there's truly no hope for you.
Nice to
And
see you again, Ark.
Yes,
Stats.
yeah.
Here's a map.
And with that, he'll take John by the scruff of the neck and pop out.
Nice.
Why we call him? You always asking for something bloody stupid.
Hey,
Oh, he gave you back
he's-
the
he's-
medallion, by the way.
oh, I'm just gonna give it to Thoradin. Here you go.
I'm not taking it after he's just said all that. I'll try and flog it for a bit of gold.
I'll say, what's it made out of? Is it just bronze?
Sell
or
it to
something?
another oddity shop and tell them
Brass?
it's a scrying amulet.
Sell it to another oddity shop.
The cycle
And then
continues.
some poor sucker
Yep.
will end up buying it.
You know?
Dear me. You should just inscribe the JC on it and then just,
Rubbling.
you'll never find the JC because
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Paint it on the thing and it can be your JC symbol.
I could put it on City and he could have his own
Oh no.
chain.
I don't think that would be a good idea to
Bling
put it
on a
the
cat. That's just
You don't want to put a something solid on a cat's neck just in case it gets stuck.
Hey,
Also,
this
like
is a
it-
highly trained cat. This is not just your ordinary
Yeah,
run-of-the-mill
but even
cat.
a highly trained cat can get their collar hooked on a branch or something.
He's not just highly trained. He's like an expert
oh my god.
tier cat.
You should make
Faster
it
than the
like
average bear.
Is
Puss in
he
Boots.
actually?
No,
Puss in- Oh.
it's smart.
How many fucking jokes?
I need a way to boost his stats if I'm gonna have him do that though. 'cause
Oh.
he-
Dear me. Talari will kind of mention on the way her conversation about how touchy Arg is with killing mages, or at least stopping mages from getting magic.
It wasn't killing them; it was using the
Yeah,
handcuffs.
using the handcuffs.
Oh,
Well,
but he-
I can't say I'm surprised.
I suppose it's kind of rude to just slap anti-magic cuffs on people.
I mean, if it stops us getting killed.
Yeah,
Oh, I
if
agree
it
with
stops us
you. I
getting
wish you
killed,
gave
but the
them
thing is,
stuff.
I can stop a mage from killing me by smacking them with an axe.
It's also quite
If
rude.
he wants to
but-
object to handcuffs and not to axe blades, that's his lookout.
I guess. I mean, if we had had magic handcuffs in our previous fight, it would have gone very differently.
Which fight? Oh,
Um,
that one.
Yeah, the one we just did.
It
The
wouldn't have
previous.
gone any differently
Oh, we
because
could have stopped
I
Alosius.
still only grabbed John right at the end if we'd have thought to get him.
I suppose. I just, we seem to be
mean,
coming up against these guys, and we've still got, Alosius out there. Figured it'd be a very
Organist.
useful tool for us to have.
Maybe we can find something in Mystra City which will help us with Alosius.
Well, if the
Maybe.
yeah. I thought you were going to say you have magic handcuffs there, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. But yeah,
Well,
Also, possibly, maybe.
yeah, we might.
They-
But maybe there'll be some, I don't know, glasses that see into the ethereal plane. Who knows?
They must have a way to deal with magic criminals. I mean, it's like a magic city, isn't it? So there's got to be something.
Turning them into potatoes, apparently. Talari, you're a cleric, aren't you?
Yes. What about
I think
it?
Alosius is a cleric rather than a wizard.
I mean, the thing is,
He could do the same guardy thing that you could do.
Can clerics shift to the ethereal plane?
I mean, I can't.
Well, I don't fucking know. I'm not a cleric.
I mean,
Nadia, that's why I wasn't asking you. I was asking the cleric.
I mean, I personally can't. But then, I mean, he seems to be a much more experienced cleric than me, so it could be further. As I hone my
He's
skills,
also
I might
got
be
a
able to.
different god.
Oh, see, can clerics do plane shifty stuff? I always thought it was like a wizard sorcerer.
I
thing.
don't. I honestly, I don't think so.
Druids
that's
can.
Oh, they can actually. Apparently, plane
It's not a
shift. A
fucking
cleric
druid,
can
that's for
cast.
certain.
Yeah, because I was
Actually,
Yeah,
everyone can cast plane shift. Cleric, sorcerer, warlock, wizard.
yeah.
Druid.
Well, I was looking at etherealness. That's why I figured.
Etherealness.
That's it.
Etherealness.
Etherealness. That's what I assumed he was. Etherealness? Yeah, no, etherealness. Yeah.
Ethereal.
But
I
even
think
but
plane shift-
clerics can do that, but it's a 7th level spell. So,
Good to know.
but yeah,
I
bard,
mean,
cleric, sorcerer, wizard, warlock. So pretty much all of them.
so he could be.
I mean, to be honest, a lot of different types of casters can, cast similar spells. Sorcerers, for example. I mean, I was a sorcerer before, but I had access to cleric spells, so You know,
That's true.
and that's what Krusk is doing at the moment. He's partaking
I
in
don't really
both.
understand what I'm doing though. I can't just think stuff and it happens.
Fair enough, Krusk. I mean, yeah, you've had I have the extra advantage of knowing because I've actually been in that situation. But yeah, I mean, they're definitely not a warlock. That's probably an easy thing to rule out, or a bard, or a paladin, or anything like that. So chances are they're probably either a sorcerer or a cleric.
At least you think stuff and it does happen, Krusk. My brother has terrible trouble. He thinks stuff and completely random shit happens.
I've heard of some sorcerers struggling with that. Pretty wild.
It's, it's a problem for sure.
Yeah. But yes, that would be my so either a cleric or a sorcerer is my guess,
Or both.
or both. Yes, he could learn 2 arts.
Do you think he was serious when he said he wanted to kill me? Or do you think he was just messing with me?
I generally people
Probably
don't.
serious. You willing
Yeah.
to bet that he isn't?
It's not something people generally joke about. At least not when they're actually trying to kill you. But yes, you might want to just watch your back, Krusk. I mean, he can in theory pop out anywhere. And I mean, we only think he ran
Oh
away.
shit! Can he unethereal ethereal himself, walk through a wall, and then unethereal himself?
I guess so. Yeah.
He could be right next to us now.
Yeah.
Krusk is like, look
Fuck
around the campfire.
Yeah. I mean, I believe you don't need to eat or sleep or anything. You kind of, I don't think. Can't remember.
Fuck that.
I'm going to start really focusing on Krusk's back and his billowing cape.
Just sit behind him all the
Just-
time.
Don't worry, Krusk. I've got my eyes on your back.
Thank you.
You need to eat or drink or sleep in there.
No.
I know you can.
You look like a ghost, aren't you?
Yeah, but you basically can walk through objects and things like that. So that definitely you can do that.
Basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in theory, as you was saying, he could be right here. He could be next to us. He could be waiting for you to fall asleep and I don't know, kill you.
I mean, if it takes me to the ethereal plane as well, then that's gonna be unfortunate.
Maybe. I don't know why.
Have his way with me there.
Oh, okay.
Possibly.
I'll get it, Krusk. Maybe he doesn't actually want to kill you. He's actually in love with you.
I think we're gonna stop that line of thinking right there.
I mean, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but etherealness can only be cast on yourself. You cannot take anybody with you.
That's actually a
No,
relief.
that's a good thing,
Krusk
yeah.
being randomly kidnapped in the middle of the night is not what I want to wake up to.
No, if Krusk suddenly became a ghost, I think I'd freak out.
I would also
Lol.
freak out.
Pretty much.
We wouldn't hear you.
Yeah, you would also freak out, but that's the thing. You'd be a ghost. We wouldn't be able to find you.
I'd find my way back to you guys. JC
You'd
forever.
vanish. We'd have to go on an epic
Oh,
quest.
oh.
But yes, we may want to possibly look for any way finding him. Whether there's glasses or something that we can, or whatever.
Yeah.
There must be some kind
Probably
of
something.
because how do
We
they?
should check
They can.
Mystra City, Magic City.
I mean, it
Sure, something.
does raise a concern. I mean, the guy can basically walk out of prison.
Well,
Probably
presumably,
how he
if
did
they
it.
put him in prison, they'll put something in place to stop that kind of bullshit.
Oh, we thought that
We thought
about
last
John.
time, yeah.
So
We thought that about John, and indeed we thought that last time, and
John-
he managed. Maybe that's how he got out.
John killed himself.
That's
Pretty sure
true.
we know that information. And Alosius was assumedly broken out by John.
By John.
right.
So I think
But
Oh,
how
okay.
he's
John
alone.
knew where
Oh,
to
it's that
find
way round.
Alosius.
I remember one of them broke
Yeah.
the other one out. I got it
I
mixed up.
don't
So how
know.
John knew where to find Alosius is.
Mm.
He probably heard about a necromancer being brought in and thought, ooh,
True.
Heard it on the dead
buddy
vine.
system.
Heard it on the dead vine.
Right.
We need to work out what we're doing when we get to Mystra City.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we have to find our hirers, our employers,
Find our employer.
and let's see how we persuade them that it's not Orcus, wasn't it? It's not
Orcus.
Orcus in this medallion. It's Merkel, and that we want to gain all the pieces to free him. I
We
don't.
put our most persuasive person forward, which unfortunately I think is Krusk.
Well, I can
Fellows is correct.
help. Give you some guidance to sort of help you along the way.
Great,
Can we
I think I'm
can
going
we
to
double
move it.
guidance?
I
No.
'Cause I can
don't
guidance
think it
stuff.
stacks.
Doesn't
No,
stack.
You can stack
No.
them.
that'd be great if you could. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I will
Right.
accept the guidance.
But that's only one half of the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember the whole plan. Because we're just gonna get there in the hope of getting all the medallions, and then take all the medallions somewhere else. I think
The problem
Was it the
is
Merkles?
basically getting the power back in the right place.
Yeah, because we need to get to basically where the other Merkel is, and release it there, which we don't know how to do.
If you put the medallions together,
Mhm.
and I don't know, the bit of Merkel that's trapped in them is released, getting like them and their power ending up in the right place is not necessarily guaranteed if they're just like pinged out into the middle of nowhere.
Well, this is it, and that's
Indeed pinged out and Mystra goes, hang on, I don't like you very much, and gives them a good kicking.
Well, we
Did I
know.
mention that Mystra is interested in the medallion?
Yeah.
And I think it's a good idea. Okay, I did mention
Only
that.
about 1,000,000 times. You were trying to persuade us to give them all to her
Yeah.
like a couple of weeks ago. Now you've just turned around and decided like we shouldn't give them all to her. So
Yeah. 2.0 was a bit of an ass.
yeah, we like this version of you much better.
That's reassuring.
But yeah, because we do know that in order for it to be effective, we have to release Merkel where the
Like,
current
on the
Merkel
plane of
is.
death,
Yeah, basically.
or they have a channel or something.
Yeah, and I think we were gonna go to the Merkel town or village or whatever it is to see if they know a way of getting there. I think it was.
I've just had
yeah.
a thought. I've just had a thought.
Mm.
Well, we've got this medallion, right? Fine. We think it contains part of Merkel, also fine.
hmm
But if we turn up in Mystra City just by ourselves, going, this is the thing, we think you ought to do this, they can just go, fuck you.
Well, this is it. This is the danger, isn't it? Like, this is why.
Right, no, but this is my thought. What if we go to Merkel City first?
Right.
And we go to the priest
Uh-huh.
there who's in charge of the city, and we say, look, we were hired to things ambulance, and everyone thinks they've got Orcus in them, but we've had these visions, and we think it might actually have part of Merkel's power in them.
hmm
A, can you confirm that?
Right.
B, if the answer is yes, come with us to Mystra City, because they wanted to put the medallions together and then like get rid of this demon lord, like free him and destroy him. If it's actually Merkel, then that's something that they're involved in. They will want Merkel's power back where it should be, and they have like the power to like stamp their feet about it and run up to Mistra's high priest and be like, give me my damn god back, and all the rest of it, and we're just a bunch of randos that nobody gives a shit about.
Do they have
They
the power
actually
mat?
have the authority to argue with the other high priest.
Do they have the power mat, or can the mystery priest just ignore them?
Yeah, you've probably spot on.
Mm,
Mm.
okay.
So
They at least have the
considering it's their god.
authority.
Question.
Like,
Merkel City, which one is that? Is that the one circled in blue?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so we're not that far from it then. For some
No,
reason, I
they're
thought it was really
basically
far.
right next door to each other.
Yeah.
And
But
so
no,
if
I do like that idea though. I think,
we'd have to overshoot and then come back.
yeah. But I think
And
it's a safer option.
If I'd have thought of this like earlier, we could have gone like
Bypassed it, yeah.
up round the lake rather than down round the lake. But
Yeah, it doesn't.
Well, it might be helpful to pass through Mystra City anyway, because we could get a handle on how many medallions are already there.
that's risky though, because if
We don't want to
turn
make
up
we
and
don't want to
they're
make
like,
ourselves known, do we?
No, if they turn up and like hand it over, then
Yeah.
we're shafted.
We kind of want to pass through,
Thought
really.
would be to cut the bite off if we can, rather than turn south.
Well,
we come round the lake.
Well, the thing is, we could just
keep going east
Mm.
and pick the road up. I don't know what the terrain's like there.
I mean, I would
Is
have.
that like hills and shit?
There's a
white
road that
patches.
goes around it. It's like clouds when the artist drew it.
Because
Oh, are they? Okay, I thought they were like mountain ranges or some shit.
To indicate patterns of weather.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we could just sort of go like this. We could even, depending on the terrain, cut some of that off, although I don't know if we'd be able to get the cart up there.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
But-
because worst case scenario, you can just do on around the outside.
There'll probably
of-
be a track or something doing this bit, even if there isn't like a full on
Mm.
road.
The question is if the horse and cart can get through it. That's the issue. Because if it is dense forest, then that's
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's the only issue. But
Yeah,
yeah,
if we
that's a good
keep our-
option. Yeah, we'll do that.
Keep our heads down,
Yeah.
head straight to Merkel City, go, right, look what we've found.
Mhm.
Bunch of people in Mystra City with entirely the wrong idea. Come with us and help us persuade them to do like it properly, because we need your god actually functioning to sort out the fucking undead problem.
Yeah. Well,
Evil little bastard or not.
yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea. I think having Merkel, the sort of high priest of Merkel, on our side definitely gives weight to what we're saying. 100%. Because if it isn't Merkel, they're gonna know, and then we can just go fuck it, take it. Like, we don't care.
Yeah, and it also stops if Mystra does want to put the boot in and knows all about it and does want to just put the boot in because she's got a grudge. It lessens the chance of that happening and the power being dissipated or taken by Mystra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I like the plan. Don't know what anyone else
So
thinks.
let's get moving. We've got even further to travel, though. Should we send at least one person into Mystra City just for the supplies?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, one of us maybe. I mean, we're a pretty obvious group, unfortunately.
Exactly. So keeping it down to one person makes it a little less.
We can hunt for supplies and that kind of shit.
I have enough healing kits to last me for quite some time.
Didn't you buy like several dozen healing kits?
Literally, I've got 11 of them, and each
in
one.
In one of the villages,
Yeah.
and you've got like.
And what I did
an enormous stack of bandages.
Yeah,
in the back
and
of the
what I
car.
forgot was like
You forgot they all have like
10
5 uses, didn't
10
you?
charges, 10 charges each. So I literally have 110 sets of bandages.
You've just got like a whole
Yeah.
stack of like
Yeah.
bandages and like
Yeah.
disinfectant and things in
Yeah.
the back of the car.
Yeah. Swimming in gauze. That's what it. That's what it is. Yeah, I don't know.
Whole hospital's worth of stuff.
Much. So yeah, unless I mean, I suppose for RP wise, we probably, because I know we're not really keeping on top of rations and the such, but then it probably does make sense RP wise to go in and get some.
I keep saying I'm going hunting and stuff, so
Yeah,
True.
That's absolutely
depends on
fine.
what rations you want.
No, yeah, true. I mean, I suppose I suppose. Yeah, food we're
Depends on
not
the
an issue
rations
with.
you
I
want.
suppose water, there's usually enough lakes and streams and stuff that
Streams,
we don't
yeah.
really have an issue with that either. But yeah, we do really need to go into town. I mean, the only thing would be is for these, to look for any ethereal goggles or something. But unless we particularly want to do that, or just not bother, I really do
Let's
think if
spend
we
one
can,
person shopping.
if we can avoid
I'll
going,
ask.
if we can avoid going in there, I
If
think
we
it's
can avoid going into the city at all, I think that would be best.
Okay, we can always skip around. I just agree.
Actually, Krusk is kind of
Ethereal
interested in getting the ethereal
glasses would
goggles
be great.
because
if
he's
they
Yeah.
exist.
But
he's a marksman by Alosius.
it's an if.
Mm.
If they exist, if they're there, they might need time to blooming make them.
Could be.
Well,
God knows how
I'm
much.
checking.
If it's time to make them, then we leave them making them and we pick them up when we come back. But my
True.
main point is, it's a very long way to travel from Mystra City to Merkel. Not like crazy long, but still long.
Still a couple of
And
days.
in that
you're right.
time,
We
if
might be
we missed out on if we missed out on Alosius spotting glasses and Krusk
You're
gets
right.
stabbed
We
in the
might be
back.
ambushed.
Yeah.
Alright, Krusk can go in.
I'm just suggesting
I mean,
one person go
I'm
in with the money.
I'm not so sure Krusk is necessarily the right person.
No, I don't think Krusk should go in with the money. I'm suggesting one person go in with the money.
Krusk
I'm
just
a
volunteered
sorcerer.
himself.
I look
Nothing like a
local.
sorcerer.
You look nothing like a sorcerer. You can't stop running your mouth and going on about the JC. and you're a fucking magnet for trouble, Krusk.
Honestly, I think Talari is the least standoutish, even though she's in white and black.
I mean, I can change the color of
She
my
can change
outfit.
her colours. She can be
No,
bright green for the day if she wants.
Yeah.
I'm well aware. I'm just saying, like, out of all of us, she's the least
I mean,
Suspicious.
I've
out
got
of place.
I've got a hood, so I can just put. I don't really put it up as much anymore, but I could put that up and like the old days,
You
you
can
know.
skulk along.
You know, yeah. I'm used to
How
sneaking
much?
around. We had to sneak out of oh my god, Tear Town, you know, back in the day.
Good times.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, not good
The amount
times.
of trouble
No,
you
yeah,
guys
not
got
good.
me into
Carrying
in
around
Tear
bodies.
Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
How much money do you have on you?
Good question.
Sorry?
Let's see. What about sort of 300 on me?
That probably won't be enough for
I have more in.
ethereal looking goggles.
No.
Oh, you've got more in the bank.
I've got more in the bank. It really depends on how much these things end up being. Really.
Maybe Thoradin should go with you, just in case
I'm,
you need,
I'm,
No,
need
one-
loan.
I'm too
One
famous.
person. One of us.
Thoradin's
Thing
too
is-
Any more
famous
than
now.
one
Yeah.
of us is courting so much trouble.
I don't think it's that dangerous. I mean, we're all going to go in a second ago. I think it's just city, isn't it?
It's not dangerous. It's just if we get caught by the
Yeah, more of
employers.
us. The
If
more
we
of
get
us.
caught.
Yeah.
We're not
And then
expecting
they'll
them to
be
be
like,
like
where's
jumping us,
the
are they?
amulet? Hand it over, and then
I
we'll
think
Yeah.
this is very unlikely. I
Oh,
think it was
but yeah,
fine.
I understand you're saying that, Krusk, but you're also the person that introduces us as the JC. Everybody knows us as the
No,
JC now, and we all have a description as the JC. So if at least a
That's true. Yeah.
pair of us can be identified
Mhm.
as a couple of people from the JC, is a lot more likely than one person going in and, oh, they may
Yeah.
be someone from the JC, but they don't have the group. What's the point?
I mean, the only other option.
True.
The only other option here is to shave Thoradin and let him go in.
No.
Shave Thoradin,
You're
did you
not
say?
touching.
Yeah.
You're not touching my hair.
No one would
You're
recognize
losing your
him.
hand if you touch my hair.
Nobody would recognize him.
That's never happened.
Thoradin,
Yeah, but I don't think that one's
That's
gonna
never
get
happened.
very
No.
far.
Thoradin, just
No.
let me just one fireball, Thoradin. I can get rid of all of it.
Oh
in
my
one go.
god.
I will take this great sword to your helmet.
I think I'm happy to.
We'll get a new Krusk.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna happen. We'll get a new
4.0.
Krusk.
Too soon, man.
Oh no, no killing Krusk. We like this Krusk. We've got back to one who isn't a complete twat.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to go. At least you know that I'll be in and do what I need to do and get out. I'm not gonna.
I'll send
Yeah.
send City with Talari just to keep an eye
Oh.
on things.
Very well.
What's he gonna do?
I don't know.
Keep an eye on things.
What's he? Okay. If it makes you happy, Krusk. I mean, I suppose.
Also, I think City would like to see the city, to be honest. So.
I mean, at
We
least.
show her the city when we go back.
I mean, unless it's inconspicuous. You know, it's more inconspicuous than maybe like Olva or anyone else.
This is true, but I don't think she actually could do much if something happens to you other than maybe run back and find us.
Yeah, that's quite helpful, isn't it? If Talari gets jumped, City can come and let us know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll go to the market. I'm not going to the oddity shop. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, don't go anywhere near the oddity
know.
shop.
I'll go to the market, see if I can find some kind of magical merchant place, and see if I can find anything.
There'll probably be stacks to them. To be fair, if you went to the oddity shop, you'll end up with a pair of glasses that entered the ethereal plane and like remained on your nose or something.
Yeah.
And then just reappeared an hour later, like
Imagine that.
suddenly you're wearing
Oh.
glasses.
Well, actually, because if it bumped into anything, he was there.
Oh, that's true. Suddenly you'd stop.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you'd
yeah.
walked into it.
Yeah.
A really uncomfortable sensation of something being
Yeah.
shoved into your face.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. I think we'll do that as well. I think that'll be a good plan. Just do that. So I guess you guys will just wait outside, or I don't know whether you guys want to start your crossing.
We'll find somewhere to lurk, yeah, and then you. Well, we don't want to like leave you hanging, so we won't lurk too far away.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Just in case somebody does try and jump out on you while you're by yourself.
Yeah. I think Talari would change the color of her outfit.
Full stealth mode.
Yeah. So where should we go? Well, I think.
Blue.
Yeah,
have
I was
the
thinking,
blues.
blue. Yeah, so you know what? I
Blue
think,
might suit you.
I think what she'll do actually, so look at Chiri's outfit and make it the same colors as Chiri's outfit. So was it white and blue or something?
With pink
Red, white, and
cherry.
blue. Yeah, like pink and blue or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You
The-
can see it. It's on her token.
Yeah, it's just something quite difficult to.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
blue with like
Yeah.
purple, pink, purple accents.
So yeah, she'll just do that. She'll make it. Oh no, but then is that more dangerous actually? Because if someone's looking out for an elf wearing those colors,
Yeah, but you're not a drow. You're
that's
blatantly,
true.
obviously not
Yeah,
a
yeah.
drow.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'll do that. I'll just make my
Two
outfit.
women are allowed the same
Yeah,
dress.
I'll make my outfit sort of the similar color scheme as Turi.
Masquerading.
She's not because she's not one for fashion. So trying to come up with like a colors on the fly is not really something that she'd be very good at.
When you do it, I'm just. Turi's gonna look at your outfit, look at her outfit, look at your outfit, look at her outfit. She's kind of like, are you copying me?
I couldn't think of any other colors.
You're just that stylish, Turi.
I guess I'm flattered. Am I flattered? Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, I wasn't going to make it look like armor.
Fair. Good point.
Should I be offended that she didn't copy my colours?
Are you saying that? Are you saying that I see or?
Nadia would absolutely say that if you guys are having this discussion. She's 100% taking the piss.
No offense, Nadia. I mean, I was looking. You know, Turi's wearing robes. I'm wearing robes. You're not wearing robes, so
it's true. I'm not wearing robes.
You know, if I made my thing look a brown, it might look a bit strange on robes.
Very true. Very true.
And you know,
I should decide not to be offended.
And I couldn't really do it Thoradin's because he's topless.
He's shirtless,
I don't really have a colour, yeah.
I couldn't really.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna really. I wasn't
But I
gonna.
mean dwarf.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna wear.
Even worse colour than mine.
I wasn't gonna wear, you know, skin-colored robes. So
Yeah, it'd be pale.
That would look odd.
Yeah, it's like green straps and stuff where like his weapons and stuff can like hook onto.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Turi, you know.
Turi's dress is pretty stylish.
Hopefully, will help me go unnoticed. So yeah, so Talari will sort of as we approach, she'll sort of get off and make way. Bring Sooty if Sooty has to come with her. So.
City does have to go. Yeah.
So.
Well, you
haven't got there
you survived the next 2 days.
We
Okay.
haven't got there
Oh,
yet.
we're not there yet. Okay, fine.
We haven't got there yet. No, we jumped the gun. We were just planning.
Fair.
That's fine. You still plan. That's absolutely fine. Being away from the city is a good idea, so no one can use drop. So yeah, so you're prepared. But yeah, so the next 2 days of travel are pretty smooth sailing. You do see a few like travelers heading north on like trying to like looking at us like have we missed it as Tokigak started or not? Like trying to like see if they can get some last minute things to be sold to the north. But which
I mean, if they're setting out now, by the time they arrive, Tokigak will have finished.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So looking a bit disappointed, but thinking, oh well, maybe we can still sell some things for next year. Is the overriding feeling of the people. But yeah, so you eventually come across a large bridge spanning the distance between the two like it's like a archipelago, like an estuary. You know, like so, like the like Gibraltar and the Morocco, the Strait of Gibraltar. It's like that kind of like expanse of water, where it's between like,
Impressive.
and there's a huge bridge spanning across, and there is someone at your end that you're approaching, offering some kind of toll across the bridge. Doesn't look like much. They offer it's signposted everywhere about 5 gold to cross the bridge.
Does it look legit? Like it's okay. So it's not like just some bandit going. You've got to. Okay.
Yeah, the person that looks legit. They're wearing Mystra robes.
Okay.
It's a toll road.
Looks like it.
Oh, bridge.
Toll bridge, sorry.
We took the toll bridge.
There's not a
Way
troll
to
under
get
the
your
bridge,
money.
is there? Or something.
Yeah. The toll troll.
Oh yeah. I
Let's
got.
just hope. Let's just hope this bugger doesn't recognise us.
Better not ask for names.
No, tell me about it. Can you imagine? Give us a discount. We don't pay no toll. We're the JC.
Yeah, nobody mentioned the JC.
For the love of Christ.
So you pull up the elven person in Mystra robes. Looks up to you. 5 gold, please, to cross the bridge.
Nadia will pay him 5 gold with no argument.
Wonderful. Have a good day, auntie.
And
Bye.
he'll drive on as quickly as possible. Well, not as quickly as possible. But, you know, doing the very nonchalant, like driving at the speed limit kind of thing.
Yeah.
As primly and politely as possible.
Yeah, just as smooth transaction as possible, just getting out
Yeah.
of there.
Does anyone else
Where do you
feel?
put the gold?
Does anyone else feel weird that when something just goes really smoothly?
Yeah, travelling with you bunch of nutcases. Absolutely. This is the group who couldn't even drive a horse in a straight line for half an hour without a whole load of drama.
One time.
Which reminds me, Talari, you're getting horse handling lessons.
Yeah.
Dumbass horse.
What about that?
We not insult the horse while we're crossing a bridge on it, please.
It can't bloody understand me anyway. It's follow my orders.
It doesn't like Thoradin.
Didn't you want to find out where he was
Almost.
putting his money?
Yeah.
He puts a pouch in his pocket.
Okay.
You're going to mug the toll guy, aren't you?
Oh, I was
the
thinking,
thought
like,
crossed his mind.
If he has like a massive bucket of gold and shit. But no.
Do not start one single thing.
It's one person.
Is it one person?
Okay.
I don't give
Yeah.
a shit.
It's
Do
one
not
person
start.
from Mystra City.
It
And
can't be.
we're meant to be the good guys. Kind
Also,
of.
I was going to say anyway,
not
like, there's
stop.
no way they left a dude out here on his own just collecting gold. There must be some kind of trick.
It's bait, yeah.
It's got to be. There's
Yeah.
got to be like a visible sensor or something, you know, like
Yeah.
a security camera, basically.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
robbing random people who are just doing their job. No, we are not doing that.
You kind of are. You're branching into the evil territory.
Life is a hustle. You gotta find places to hustle and get your gold, man.
Hustling.
Anyway,
That's not a hustle.
mugging.
That's thieving.
Yeah, it is pretty. It's
5
pretty
gold
stealing.
for a toll. That is steep.
It's quite
5
steep,
gold's a
actually.
lot.
I suppose they've got to pay for the bridge or something.
I mean, it's a very impressive bridge. I mean, you know.
I mean, they could just cast like Shape Earth a bunch of times to make the bridge. It can't be that
It takes you
expensive.
about an hour to cross.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Okay.
A bunch
okay,
of
okay.
times.
A lot of and a lot of them. Yeah.
Changes things, I guess.
This is
Cast
equivalent to
shape
the
a bunch of
span
times?
of the Strait of Gibraltar. It's a long distance.
Oh, okay.
Bridge.
Man, I'd be
Yeah,
nervous
it's
going
not
on a
just
bridge that long.
It's not just a few pillars. To be fair, I know exactly what we've paid 5 gold for. We paid 5 gold not to have it. She's going to point across the whole lake, do all of that.
Yeah.
That's what we've paid 5 gold for.
Hmm. I guess you'd have to go all the way north and go around. Otherwise,
If you just wanted to go up the road, you'd have to go all the way round.
So
What's
we're
that
Another
like?
4.5
freaking out.
days plus. Just
Almost
like
like
another
ships.
4.5 days just to get back to Hurgik village.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
a
a
long way.
really stupid question, but can we see outside the cart? The windows and stuff.
It's only canvas, so you can poke your head around.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
front
thinking
and
that when
back.
we're in the back of the cart, if we can actually see anything apart from behind.
Yeah, it's very easy just to like if it's dry, you can take the canvas down. Very
Okay.
easy to.
I think we usually keep it up though, so Tyria's got somewhere to lurk.
Yeah, and also, you know, just generally being hidden. But
We've got to keep Talari's stash of bandages dry.
yeah, yeah. Well, she got a bag of holding, so that's the only reason she can hold so much.
Oh, has she? Still.
Yeah, so you do manage to get to Mystra City. So you get to Mystra City in about the evening time. Obviously, you're not in the city; you're out the city still.
Yeah.
That's just where you were last time. So you're aiming from the north. And it is evening, so you can come inside and take it in, or do you want to? Or are you happy to camp outside still, and come
We
back
just
the next morning for
we just had a major
Talari?
discussion about how we're not all
Yeah.
going into the city, so
Double checking. It's the evening
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's
No, I think
still 5 days of travel.
yeah, yeah. No, I think we'd camp outside and then probably go in the morning. There's no point going when all the shops are shut.
That's definitely fine. That's not
yeah.
a problem. So you another successful long rest is absolutely fine. And in the morning, Talari goes into Mystra City
Mhm.
with Sooty on her shoulder,
Dressed in
um,
Turi's colours
dressed in Cheerios colours,
and hood up.
Oh
hood up.
God, I've just had a thought.
What?
Nothing to do with you going into the city.
Oh, okay,
It's fine. That's fine.
okay.
Dangerous. So you're wearing an amulet of proof against detection and location, aren't you?
Yes, yes, I've got one of those. Yeah.
Okay. So as you are walking into the city, there is like an attendant who's just like standing in the middle of the gateway and like welcoming people in. And as you're walking in, you feel someone trying to detect your thoughts. But wearing the amulet, it fails
Lovely.
because it protects you from divination.
Yeah, divination
I've,
and
I've,
scrying, I
I've, I've
believe.
I've checked the
Uh,
working, so you can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors.
Yep.
So a detect thoughts wouldn't affect you.
Cool.
So you go in and you feel that someone's trying to detect your thoughts.
I don't get obviously no idea of any local direction or anything.
Well, you have the attendant in the middle of the gateway, and they're greeting people and just nodding and saying hello, and they say hello to you, and that's kind of in the same timing of like their detect thoughts.
Right,
and
gotcha.
and it brushes off you like you're like water off the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um,
Does he react in any way when it fails?
not at all. They just carry on with their business, trying to greet people in.
Okay.
And yeah, so you go around the city, and the Smith's Alley is your best shot against legit magical options.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're looking for ways to perceive the ethereal plane.
Yes, preferably seeing, but yes, basically, yeah. I want to find a way of being able to look into the ethereal plane.
Well, next time on the Ascendant Lands, what things could you find of the ethereal or linking to the ethereal plane? Who knows? Let's find out next time on the Ascendant Lands.